Mercy. These things are just too aesthetic for their own good. Check that out. Wow. Yeah, those are some good looking sneakers. Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Sin and boy am I excited to bring this to the table. This is the Adapt BB 2.0 in the Oreo Colorway. Alright, now the first thing that I've got to mention offhand is the fact that I fought to get this bad boy to be able to review it before anyone else has. So hopefully at the time of submission, that still counts. Now, mind you, there's some guy that with a Stormtrooper helmet, but he basically doesn't even count. I mean, he's not speaking English. So, Stormtrooper helmet, like a minute and a half long, no English. I'm the first one. So, let's talk about what makes this one, in my opinion, the best Adapt BB 2.0 to release so far. The most obvious thing to note is the fact that this is the lightest color that we've seen yet. So we've had so far the tie-dye, we've also had the Chicago, and of course we've had the original black. And then we finally end up getting these here. And again, I find this one spectacular for a number of reasons. But you know, the first and foremost thing kind of comes down to what I was waiting for was a version that was, you know, close to the mag. I was really holding out hopes that they would end up doing a mag version of the 2.0, and my goodness, yeah, it just doesn't seem like it's happening. So I got impatient, and you know, again, these released, and to me, between the speckled pattern that we have there on the side panel and then the rear, again, an overall lightness, and then we have the, you know, the blue here, this to me feels like it may be the closest that Nike ends up doing. I hope that's not the case. But if it is, then I'm still okay with having this pickup right here. So going over some of the other details are majorly different here is we have on the tongue, this one is actually all blacked out for the logo. And we have the lettering in red on the back. The inside is all white, as you can see, at least from here. The insole is still the exact same as once it was for the original version. I'm sure probably the other two versions as well. But one huge difference between this one and the black one in Chicago is that this one actually ended up using this grained leather across, okay? And personally, I happen to prefer this in its feel and look more so than the short-haired suede that we saw on the, again, the black version and the red version. I believe the tie-dye actually also had this white leather here as well. And to me, considering the price range of this shoe, I want something that at least feels a bit more premium, or you know. And so ultimately, is this the top of the line leather? No, but at the same time, again, it's got a great texture to it. It's got a really nice soft feel, and overall, it does help elevate the shoe as a whole. Of course, we have to talk about the way that this black swoosh contrasts so nicely to give you that complete black and white theme all throughout. And again, just the grayness that we have here on the side panel, and again, once on the back here, it just makes this such a cool sneaker. And again, for the bottom sole, we have the blue, and this has been, yeah, dramatically different than it has been on any of the other models. The tie-dye one, I think, actually had a tie-dye panel here as well. And those just, you know, as a whole, they're not for me. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. Now the Chicagos, I'll look at those every once in a while, but the thing to me that just kind of pushes those to the side ultimately is the fact that they end up still having that blue bottom. And I actually own the original version of this shoe as well. I ended up selling that one just because I couldn't justify it in terms of what I was getting, and I just felt that number one, the price was inevitably going to drop moving forward. And then number two, again, just color-wise, it had the red, you know, for this little panel here instead of where we've got kind of like this clear light color here. And the red there, and then the red on the bottom here, and then the blue sole. It just was too much going on in not a good way, you know. So again, I just couldn't justify keeping them because of that. But these here, man, we've got to get these on feet, so let's check it out. So the last point I want to mention is I don't really recommend wearing this with jeans. I don't think that this sneak was meant for jeans in any conceptual way at all, ever. So if you're that guy, I mean, that's fine, I guess. You know, I've got nothing against you, but just know that you're not optimizing this thing's look. So I highly recommend, you know, whether it's this 3/4 compression pants, whether it's, you know, shorts altogether, anything but jeans really. So joggers too, you know, would be pretty nicely paired with this, as long as you had some space in between the ankle, just because again, the slightly wider silhouette that we have, especially down around the front and the bottom here, it just will make it all kind of come together in just a more aesthetically pleasing way. So there's my take on everything. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know if you have any questions down below. I figured I could probably skip altogether the the lacing part, because you guys, I'm sure, are familiar and have seen how that all works. So at least we've got the cool lights flashing there. Blue definitely is the best color for this. Anyways, back to me actually closing out the video. We'll see you again for the next one.